கதிர், நட்டி, நரேன், ஆனந்தி நடிப்பில் யூகி உலகமெங்கும் நவம்பர் 18 முதல். 1111 புரொடக்ஷன்ஸ், டாக்டர் பிரபு திலக் வெளியீடு.
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
நல்லா இருக்கீங்க. நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
இது வந்து எல்லா மியூசிக் சேனல்ஸ்லலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா விஜேஸ் அப்படி தான் they'll start. Anybody who calls them, no, நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா? Have you understood the funda behind that question?
நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா?
Yeah.
Are you good? You're good. Everything is fine.
It's a customary thing to ask.
It's like, hello, hi, how are you? But actually nobody cares how you are.
Appa. Thanks for
Imagine you really start saying how you are and the other person's like, dude, I'm not interested, and they just run away.
Sometimes not being interested is one angle. The other angle is I'm not okay. Yeah. There can be instances where you're not okay, right?
Of course, Nariya Vati, you're not okay and you would just want to say, I'm actually not fine. Can we talk for some time?
So how do you get up every day, or today how was it, the morning?
Today my morning was good. Usually na romba happy irke when I wake up. I'm not like a grumpy person. I don't need a morning coffee. I just need my hot water, lemon. And basically now a happy soul normally, unless somebody really tries to kind of spoil my mood. But yeah, I wake up and enakku oru nalla morning routine irukku. The best part of my day, which is I wake up, I play some spiritual music. I do like a small quick meditation which is just breathing, and I write a few things that I'm grateful for, like 5 to 6 things every day. So yeah, I do this every morning. I don't write, I actually type it. I have an app for it. Yeah.
What is it called?
It's called Law of Attraction.
Law of Attraction. Oh, you believe in this manifesting adala?
Definitely. Adilame, what is my life? I don't know if I've manifested it or I have preempted it, but I think it's a manifestation.
பார்க்க ரொம்ப அழகாக இருக்கீங்கன்றது வந்து உங்களுக்கே எல்லாரும் சொல்லி கேட்டு போர் அடிச்சிருக்கோம். பட் கேன் யூ டூ மீ அ ஃபேவர்? அந்த உங்களோட அந்த இன்னொரு ஆக்சஸரி மக்களுக்காக காமிச்சிங்கன்னா.
ஸோ இது வந்து என்னோட ஹாப்பினஸ்.
வாவ்.
எனிதிங் bling. I love the bling, man. Yeah.
ஸோ அதில் என்ன இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாமா?
வாட்டர் கோகனட் வாட்டர்.
இன்னும்
ஹெல்தியா இருக்கும், ஹைட்ரேட்டிங்கா இருக்கும், சென்னையில ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கும். ஆமா,
இது வந்து the outfit for the thing gets changing based on your costume, or
so I actually have a friend. She used to be my manager at one point. Now she's an artist. So I like Jennifer Lopez's these kind of mugs a lot. So I told her one day, so for my birthday what she did, she made 2-3 of these mugs and she has stuck every stone and she gifted it to me.
Wow.
So I have a couple of these.
On the whole, உங்களை பார்க்கும்போதுல more than trying to be presentable and all that, I always like the work that goes behind in making a lead actor look very nice and warm and presentable on screen. So some people are very mechanical about it. Do you like that process? Okay, I have to get dolled up and I have to work on my lashes.
Just no.
Please, honestly, I know.
See, about the makeup, I usually keep it very less, like very, very less, because Nariya makeup, it doesn't suit me. I really don't look good. I have experimented, but it suit avade. So I try and keep the makeup light. But when it comes to being glamorous, like the clothes and this accessories and all of these things, naturally na apprida irke. In fact, I'm more like that. After coming into films, I keep toning down myself.
Because sometimes I wonder, I went to Marine Drive once. என்னடா எல்லாருமே ஆக்டர் மாதிரி இருக்காங்க. So actorna, it is not just about the way you look, it is about what you do on screen.
Absolutely. See, my mother used to be a designer. So I've grown up in like with fabrics and colors and choosing what borders, looking nice on what. So I've grown up like that, So I like these things. But what happens is when you become an actor, I feel this is just what I have experienced. In the movie, I'm already playing a character, but in real life, Nidhi is coming for the interview. Maithili is not coming. So I'd like to just be myself. And just because I do all of this or I like this more than do it, doesn't mean I'm not a serious actor. So yeah,
the mechanical process.
Bhansali is the best example. He is so like grandeur with everything, but he is one of the best directors we have. So
ஏன்னா இப்போ அதுக்கு அழகாக மேட்சிங்காக ஒரு ஸ்லிப்பர் போட்டுக்கணும், இயரிங்ஸ் எடுக்கணும், அந்த ப்ராசஸ்லாம் பிடிக்குமா இல்லை போதும் ஏன் அந்த மாதிரி?
இல்லை ரெண்டுமே இருக்கு. So some days I feel like okay I want to dress up, or if I haven't done it in a long time, I think almost 1 year, 1.5 year I really have not dressed up. I've just worn shorts or a pant and a t-shirt and no makeup. And no makeup I go to the parlor, I go to the gym, I even go for meetings with no makeup.
I'm actually tired of the stigma that gets associated around makeup. Makeup is something that helps you enhance or try and it is just you being you. எனக்கு என்னமோ அது ரொம்ப ஒரு
makeup means you don't spend 2 hours doing your makeup. You can do your makeup in 5 minutes also. Just a basic maybe lipstick or lip balm, some liner, that's all.
And I believe off late a lot goes into the organic aspect and the health angle also, right? So அதெல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்கு. இப்போ எல்லாருமே அதை பற்றி பேசும்போது because I think for you to stay relevant with the industry, you have to stay healthy is the priority. நான் நம்புறேன்
healthy and fit kandipal. My father actually keeps telling me this. He says the least you can do is maintain your fitness, and he always says Nariya, when you're a little bit slimmer you look younger for longer. So I don't know, the one lockdown le satyama solnona, first lockdown and second lockdown koncho weight put on பண்ணிட்டே. Weight means 2 to 3 kgs, but it was showing on me. You couldn't ignore it.
ஹெல்த் தான் என்றைக்குமே ப்ரையாரிட்டி. பிகாஸ் ஒரு ஆக்டரோட லைஃப்பில் டைம் லைன்ஸ் ஆர் வெரி crazy.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, I have this little bit of a low BP. It's not a problem, but it's just a very small thing. If I don't eat for a very long time, I start feeling dizzy and all of these things very easily. So I need to maintain that. Like, I need to be hydrated.
So do you pick movies based on the snack bars that you could hide inside your costume?
No, I would love that. But no, you have to be conscious. Like you were saying, health, not just beauty, but because not the problem, but the thing when you're acting is half of the time you're out in the sun, in an open field, it's hot, you're sweating, you need to have a lot of energy. So you need to do what you need to do to keep that energy.
நீங்கள் இப்போ டக்குன்னு ஜேலோன்னு சொன்னதுனால I want to go into that area a bit. அவங்களுக்கு ஷெல்ஃப் லைஃபே இல்லை. ஷீ இஸ் அ சிங்கர், பெர்ஃபார்மர், ஆக்டர். இப்போ கூட ஏதோ ஒரு படம் ரிலீஸ் ஆயிருக்கு,
Marry Me.
ஸோ ஐ திங்க் இட் இஸ் டைம் ஃபார் இட்ஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் தேர். இப்போ இந்தியன் சினிமாலையும் அது நடந்துட்டுருக்கு. ஹவு டு யூ வாண்ட் டு கேட்டகரைஸ் யுவர் செல்ஃப் வித் ரிகார்ட் டு ஒர்க்? லைக் என்ன மாதிரியான, இப்போ யூர் டூயிங் அ பவன் கல்யாண் ஃபிலிம், and the shocking fact is even before your first film released in Tamil, when people went back, they saw your music video, they saw your Instagram profile, and they were like shocked to know the amount of people who follow you, man. It's just the number game mattum illa, you're already there. So இதெல்லாம் spill over which has to, so இதெல்லாம் ப்ராப்பராக ஸ்ட்ரீம்லைன் ஆகி போனால் இன்னும் நல்லது தான். ஸோ how do you, on the whole, how do you see this whole, how do you want to categorize yourself?
First time when I saw a film or anything on TV, I really wanted to be that. I was like, this is what, when I saw Govinda, Karishma Kapoor, Aishwarya Rai, all these people on screen, I was like, wow, I want to be that. But I used to always think that actors are aliens. I used to not believe that they are human beings. So what happened is Deepika Padukone's sister was in my school. So she used to sit next to me on the bus, Anisha. She's a friend of mine. She was a friend of mine also in school. One day Deepika came to pick her up. And I'm like, this is Deepika Padukone. She's doing a film with Shah Rukh Khan. She came to pick her sister up. That means she's a human being. That means I have a chance. So எனக்கு அவ்வளோ obsession இருக்கு movies. One movie means I'll watch it 3 times a day for 1 month. In fact, when I was very young, we used to have a lot of DVDs. So one day I got a label maker, I labeled them, I got a bill book. I went to everybody in the building and said, if you want to rent DVDs, you can rent it from my house. And then I got a nice shouting from my mother saying, don't behave like this. Why are you insulting me in front of everybody? But I have done these things, everything related to movies. So, or an obsessed kid finally getting an opportunity to live her dream, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I think about how I streamlined. So I am very bad with planning. So enakku nariya vaati thonudhu, if I planned maybe, but I just feel like this is God's plan. Even the Pawan Kalyan film, for example, I'm saying this for the first time, but First, I was in the film, and then for some reason, I didn't know if I was in the film. And then again, I came back in the film. You know, so all these kind of things are not planned. This is just like God's plan, I feel. So I'm just going with it with the most amount of gratitude and hard work. And I can work hard because double shift kuda panirke when I was shooting Sabyasachi and Mr. Majnu. So day and night for 4 days. And that was a dance and this was a fight. Fight I had nothing to do, but dance I had to perform. And dance is my thing, you know. So, yeah, just trying to do my best.
இந்த பதில் ரொம்ப அழகாக இருந்தது. ஏன்னா குவென்டன் டெரண்டினோ ஸ்போக் அபவுட் ஹிஸ் லவ் ஃபார் சினிமா வேர் he said நான் ஒரு டிவிடி கடையில் ரெண்டல் ஸ்டோரில் தான் வேலை பார்த்தேன். அங்கே தான் நான் சினிமா கற்றுக்கிட்டேன். நான் ஃபிலிம் ஃபெஸ்டிவல்ஸ் போனேன். தென் I went to films and then I made films. So this inquisitiveness, at the end of the day, you're a movie buff. ஒரு பிடிச்ச படம் டிவியில் வந்து I will not be Nidhhi Agerwal. I will be happily watching that movie.
Are, I used to cut up paper, wrapping paper, and I used to keep it in my pockets. And then I was mad.
What's like the craziest thing that you've done for cinema as a fan?
I think just enacting every single thing I see. When Kuch Kuch Hota has come out wearing that hairband, when this cocktail film came out, she wears this gold dress. No, I have searched for that dress online for 1 month and ordered it. So I think it's just one obsession. So
Obsession in the no, that's okay. I think that defines you. Because through this interaction, I'm not going to show the bling Nidhhi Agerwal. I want to try and show people Nidhi yaar.
Yeah, and a lot of times I'm sitting in the car or I'm sitting on a flight and I just imagine like a montage, you know, where I'm sitting in the car and then suddenly my eyes will just well up, you know, these like weird things happen. So I just really feel like this is what I'm born to do and this is honestly the only thing I like doing also.
And the obsession or profession maarumbodhu, I think it's a blessing in a way.
There is no other way.
So I'm not going to like give you a task or anything, but ஏதாவது ஒரு favorite scene நீங்க இப்போ how do you act பண்ணா எப்படி
act பண்ணா
என்னன்னா டக்குன்னு இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் எங்களை எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா சின்ன வயசுலேருந்தே இல்லை ஒரு யாராவது வந்தா கூட ரஜினி மாதிரி செல்யூட் அடி நடந்து காட்டு இந்த மாதிரி சின்ன விஷயங்கள். So that defines your love for cinema. If you have to prove me how much you love cinema, what would that one thing that you would do? It's not just acting. It's like enacting something that you like. It could even be a dialogue. அந்த கேமரா பார்த்து ஒரு கமிட்மெண்டோட சொல்லும்போது I get to see how much you like that.
Well, I think this would be in Hindi because that's
completely fine. See, அதுதான் அடையாளம். ஏன்னா தமிழ் சினிமாவோட பியூட்டி என்ன, சினிமாவோட பியூட்டி என்ன, சினிமாவோட பியூட்டியே லாங்குவேஜ் பேரியரே கிடையாது. யார் வேணா எங்க வேணா யாரோட வேணா ஒர்க் பண்ணலாம். It's an open world.
Right. So this one dialogue that became quite famous, एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो रमेश बाबू, ईश्वर का आशीर्वाद होता है एक चुटकी सिंदूर, हर औरत का ख्वाब होता है एक चुटकी सिंदूर.
Thanks for doing that. See, this defines your enthusiasm la. You know, you can't be conscious all the time. Actors எனக்கு ரொம்ப ஆச்சரியமா.
Actually the problem is I'm not conscious.
Which is good in a way.
A lot of times like I'm told by directors and everybody like, you know, come and check the monitor, come and do this, but I just feel like you're there, no, you'll see if everything is okay. I felt this one was right, you know, and all the time I'm asked to kind of tone down my performance a little bit. And then yeah, but one thing I have to say is what Magizh sir told me the first time he met me, though, he made me wash my face because he just wanted to see me like how I am in the film, which is with absolutely nothing, no makeup, no hair, nothing. The thing that I really liked that he told me is that unoda performance in every film is different. I don't have like an acting style.
Correct.
You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But so what I do is dialogues. Obviously, I learn my dialogues, but I go on set pretty much with an empty mind. You know, by empty mind, I mean I don't have any.
So you're a director's actor.
Yes, if a director says do this, even if I don't agree with it, I'll do it because I feel like the director knows the whole film. You know, and I know a small part of it. So that's why in every film, I think I'm like totally different.
And எவ்வளவோ directors to work பண்ணலாம், but when Magizh sir says something, அது ரொம்ப authoritative இருக்கா, உடனே பண்ணணும்னு தோணும் with his voice.
You know, that thing happens, right? So with his voice, that happens. Like, it's like Bigg Boss. You know, when Bigg Boss says, Abhishek, suddenly you'll be like, ah. So with Magizh, you'll be like, ah, yeah. Yes, sir. You know, yeah. The voice like bass irukku avlo. And he doesn't say cut. Fight scene appo kuda I won't say cut, but generally he doesn't say cut. So he keeps waiting for you to do something, which I think is actually a very helpful thing for an actor.
ஹீரோன்ற டேர்மே உடையணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஆக்டர் அவ்வளோதான். ஆக்டர், மேல் ஆக்டர், ஃபீமேல் ஆக்டர். ஸோ ஒரு ஃபீமேல் ஆக்டர்னாலே லுக்ஸை அசோசியேட் பண்ணி பேசுகிற காலம் போய் இன்றைக்கி ஆடியன்ஸே இதில் இவங்க பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் இப்படி இருந்ததுன்னு பிரேக் டவுன் பண்ணி பேசுகிற அளவுக்கு தேர் இன்ஃபார்ம்ட். ஹிந்தியில் வேற ஒரு ஜோன். ஸோ இந்த படம் பொறுத்த வரல ஐ ரியலி வாண்ட் யூ டு ஷெட் சம் லைட் ஆன் வாட் கோஸ் இன் டு த மேக்கிங் ஆஃப் அ கேரக்டர். When a director comes to you and tells you what you go through?
Actually, I feel like more than an actor having a process, every director has a different process. Some directors like to be prepared. Some directors like to improvise on set. You know, Magizh sir is a very prepared and planned director. Ivlo look test, ivlo meetings for the character and everything. Life flip pannuve ille. This is the first time that everything we have tried, all the costumes that I'm wearing in the film, we have tried it on before. We have done pictures. He has shot me walking. I'll tell you one more secret. So my walk is a little different. Okay, everybody tells me this.
We'll show you at the end of the interview.
Everybody tells me this because I don't really walk like that. I just walk like that. Like I have more of a sporty walk. So, or Vityasama walk irke. So he shot me walking also. So he's a very, very prepared and planned director. Like one important scene, he made me do it in his office the day before the shoot. You know, to just kind of decide how to block it and what I'm adding so he can plan how to block the scene. So, ivlo work panuvele satyama. This is the first time that even I think more than my first film, I've worked hard for this film.
ஒரு கேரக்டர் ப்ரீஃபாக என்ன கொடுத்தாரு and how did you prepare yourself for the role?
Or a subtle performance, and he always gave me a backstory of the scene. You know, he told me a lot of times I would do something and he would be like, don't do filmy expression.
Nidhi, in the previous scene like you've done this, so you might have to do something
Absolutely.
else.
And he would say like, you know, don't give me filmy expressions, be Maithili.
One thing that I get off you is you not only have a baby face, I think you have that childlike enthusiasm.
But I do. Everybody tells me this. Nariya per enakku solirkanga. Solite innama kulanda mari irke, kulanda mari expressions kudukre. But that's me. That's how I am.
Yeah, I see it as an asset.
And, my aura is more of a very childlike energy, you know. But my mind is not. But yeah.
See, எனக்கு என்னன்னா childlike enthusiasm is something that people tend to have, which is something they want. When you have it, it is a good thing.
Yeah, I think sometimes I look too power on screen. Sometimes I want to look like that little, you know, that little strong. I guess eventually, but I look too power sometimes. And I'm like, why am I looking like a puppy? I don't want to look like a puppy in this.
ஹீரோயின் அப்படின்னால நம்ம எல்லாரும் நினைக்கிறோம் ஃபுல்லாக டால்ஸ் இருக்கும், சுற்றி கட்டி பிடிச்சிட்டு தூங்குவாங்க, யாரையாவது ரோட் கிராஸ் பண்ண ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுவாங்க. இந்த ஸ்டிக்மாலாம் இப்போ உடஞ்சிருச்சு நிறைய. ஸோ when it comes to mental health, நிஜமாவே what is something that bothers you on a regular basis? You don't have to tell me what it is, but how do you counter it in ஒன்று இருக்குல்ல?
I think maybe nowadays it would be quick opinions. I have experienced this myself, you know. Oru padam, right? For one you say oru padam, you give a hit Friday, Saturday, everybody is talking to you, everybody is messaging you. It's like, oh, congratulations, this, that, next big thing, golden leg, and whatever she does, it's lucky. You do one film that doesn't work, you know, and no one is talking to you, no one is interested. Then again you do a film and then everybody is again like, so I think fleeting opinions, what I've experienced is changing opinions every Friday, you know. Nariya per the same people will behave differently with you, but now instead of judging that, I understand it. I'm just like, okay, from their point of view, maybe they have just seen my film or heard about it, so they're excited. Maybe they didn't hear about it, so they're just not bothered, so it's fine. So I think that maturity comes after going through a lot of experiences.
இந்த கிளாரிட்டி இருக்குல்ல, the chain of thought, having clarity on what I am doing, what I am going to be doing. In general, when you stop repeating mistakes நாலே நம்ம லைஃப்பில் எவால்வ் ஆயிடுவோம்னு அர்த்தம், என்னோட அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங். லைஃப் ஆஃப் அன் ஆக்டர்ன்றதை தாண்டி what is your routine like?
My routine is actually very simple. So my food, for example, is very simple. I like idli, I like curd rice, I like very, very simple food. I have a lot of friends in Bangalore because my school college was from Bangalore, but on a regular basis, party ye panuve mate. Dinners, pubs, clubs, ella pove mate. I'm usually at home, I'm watching a show, I'm that Netflix, Amazon, Hotstar and binge kind of a person, that's who I am. And I'm a very, I would say, simple person.
So I am an adventure junkie. When everybody is asleep, I will do skydiving. அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இல்லை. You are very homebound.
Very homebound. I think it takes a lot to get me out of the house. I'm very I'm the happiest person when a plan gets cancelled, of going out, going for dinner or something, and the plan is like, oh no, today we can't go because I'm like, oh okay, great. Okay, I will go back to yes, the episode. Bye. I'm going to go and I'm just going to binge on something. But yeah, I'm very comfortable at home. How I see it is that I'm very comfortable with myself.
இப்போ டவுன் த லைன் தமிழ்ல லைனப்ல என்ன இருக்கு? What is happening? Like என்ன மாதிரி roles?
Tamil films I have signed nothing as of now. Telugule I have Pawan Kalyan sir's film and one more that will be announced soon. But I look up to the Tamil industry a lot, for the kind of, like you said, women-centric or whatever. But I mean female-led films because I think they have great ones with great concepts.
So எனக்கு என்னன்னா, films made by people like Vetrimaran, say Mr. Amir, I wish he comes back. ஒரு கேட்டகரி ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா அந்த மாதிரியான படங்கள் தான் அமையும். பட் ஒரு ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் I'll throw you play a character வேர் நீங்கள் வந்து பஸ்ஸில் ஏறி பிட் பாக்கெட் அடிக்கிற ஒரு பொண்ணு, இதான் கேரக்டர்னு இதான் கேரக்டர்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஸோ directors preferring you for roles happens only through another film.
Absolutely, yeah.
So through this, what are you going to be getting?
You're right. I think you're absolutely right. Roles like that, because unfortunately, Nariya Pair, they kind of put you in a box. Like, okay, she's a commercial heroine. No, I have heard this. That Nidhhi Agerwal is a commercial heroine, modern village role, aptila she can't do, But I think I can, and I don't need to be a loose girl who's in a village. I can also be like a, intense character and everything. But of course, some people come along like Magizh sir, who believe that you can do it, and then they give you an opportunity and then the rest follow.
See, நான் ஒரு 5-6 வருஷமா I'm in the interviewing space நால, for me every time I interview somebody I'm meeting another soul. I'm meeting another person. I tap into that more than the other factors. So one thing I know of you is staying real is your game.
சத்தியமா சொல்லணும்னா I can't be any other way. Like a lot of times எனக்கு அந்த acting பண்ணும் that this thing, because it's Nariya
Can you try and not be you in this answer? Let's see how you do that.
Because Nariya Pair, then I have to start praising myself, which I can't do.
Let's try, no?
I'm so great and I'm so awesome and I'm the best and I'm so talented. I think I'm too beautiful sometimes. I'm just joking, but I mean, I can't do that. Like, I don't know, like I love myself a lot and I respect myself a lot, but I have a very self-deprecating kind of humor, So because I don't take it seriously, and I don't think the other person is also taking it seriously unless they are.
Wow. Coming to Udayana is an emotion. We call him Udayana because he's Mr. Cool.
But I can't call him Udayana.
No, I'll call him Udayana. You call him the character. Character பேரோ திரு. So, சிஎம் பையனோட நடிச்சிட்டு இருக்கோண்டா அப்படின்ற ஃபீலிங் அவர் யாருக்குமே கொடுக்க மாட்டாரு. But how is it to comprehend each other's screen presence and try and work things out with regard to the character? How was it? Tell me about him on floors.
So I've acted with him in this film before his victory and after his victory. But genuinely, and I'm not just saying this to praise him or something, but genuinely, there was no change in his behavior, in his surrounding, the number of people who came with him to set, his attitude, nothing, same. He was absolutely the same person. So I think that's one quality that I really respect about him, you know, that he is politically so big, and even in the film industry, he's producing this film, he's distributing this film and so many other films, but on the baggage, he doesn't carry it.
But yeah, thank you so much for your time, Nidhi. I mean, it's fun to catch up and stay real. Ana, எனக்கு என்னன்னா first comment of this interview I'm going to predict now. Day, அந்த புள்ள தமிழ்ல பேசுது, நீ ஏன் இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுற?
But in between I divert பண்ணிட்டேன், sorry. But எனக்கு என்னன்னா one interview லே I'm getting to speak, so I just want to speak my mind.
See, the one good thing that, see, Tamil people எப்படி தெரியுமா, ஒருத்தரை பிடிச்சி போச்சுன்னா
நான் சொல்கிறேன் தமிழ் பீப்புள் எப்படின்னா ரொம்ப இமோஷ்னல், லவ்விங், அவங்களுக்கு தமிழ் லாங்குவேஜ் ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும், அண்ட் அவங்க ரொம்ப ஹாப்பி ஆயிட்டா when you speak in Tamil. ஸோ எனக்கு தமிழ் பீப்புள் ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்.
அது எல்லாருக்குமே பிடிக்கும். இந்த பொண்ணு லாங்குவேஜை கற்றுக்கணும்னு ஒரு எஃபர்ட் போடுது பாரு. ஈவன் டுடே somebody who ruled சில்வர் ஸ்க்ரீன், குஷ்பு மேம் தமிழ் பேசினா அது ஒரு பாம்பே பொண்ணு தமிழ் பேசுகிற மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். பட் we like her so much. So this language barrierலாம் பழைய கதை. It's cinema, it's open world, everybody likes everybody, hard work pays you back. So thank you so much. Give us the Nidhi walk to finish the interview. Thank you so much.